In this video, we're going to be taking amazing images, amazing portraits of our model with this. Just a small light source, a small torch. You'll see what we do, you'll see how I do it. You've seen other videos where we've used the torch to create amazing photographs. We're going to do it again tonight in an urban environment. So the principle behind this is that you need to seek out a dark area to start with. We're shooting at night, but it hasn't quite gotten dark enough yet, so we're in this tunnel because it's dark. We need a dark area so that we can add the light of the torch or the light painting to our image. We shoot with a slow shutter speed. I'm going to be shooting at 100 ISO, probably about 10 seconds to start with at f8, and we just paint the light on. You'll see how we do it. We're going to do a variety of different techniques tonight, so there'll be some new stuff that you haven't seen before. So first of all, we're going to get Pazzy, who is our model for today. We're going to lean her up against the wall because we need to keep her really still. There's a really cool echo coming through this tunnel here, which we won't have later on in the night, but we've got it here, so we'll use it while it's here. Okay, Pazzy, we'll get you over here, please. Okay, so we'll probably shoot you just here, just leaning back against that wall. So the first thing I need to do is focus on Pazzy. I'm using back button focus, but you could use manual focus. I'm going to focus on her and it will just stay there. Once I've done my back button focus, it doesn't move. So I can do a range of different shots as long as I don't move my camera in relation to Pazzy. So I'm going to use the torch and one of my assistants to focus on Pazzy. Could you hold this for me, Dan? That's it, just so I can nail focus in here. All right, that's great, Pazzy. So I'm going to set my shutter speed to 10 seconds. Okay, f8 at 100 ISO. And we'll just see how we go to start with. I'm going to narrow my torch beam down because I've got a torch that I can focus. I can have a narrow beam or I can have a wide beam. So I'm going to start with a narrow beam or medium beam and then go from there. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks cool. I guessed that exposure correctly straight away. Sorry if you can't see me in here, it's pretty dark. All right, we'll do another one. I'm going to change the angle of the light now. Pazzy, I'm going to be lighting from over that side, so I want you to look towards that end of the tunnel. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds once again. Okay, here we go. That's it. You can see in this shot that the shadows are different because the light's coming from a different angle. Now I'm going to get a bit more radical and I'm going to light from directly on that wall. So Pazzy, I want you to look right down that wall for me. Yep, okay, keep nice and still. Here we go. Totally different effect depending on where we stand and where the torchlight comes from. We're going to do a little bit more of a complicated shot now. We're going to light Pazzy here and then we're going to move her across and light her over there. Just so that we get two images in the one frame. Now, with this technique, it's important that I keep the light confined just to a small area because I don't want to light outside of that area so that I can light the second Pazzy. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? Light the second Pazzy. Okay, here we go. I need my torch beam. So when I say okay, I just want you to move across that way. Okay? All right, here we go. Okay, move across. Here we go again, leaning against the wall. Yep. Okay. You're right, guys.
Thank you.
There we go. We just made it.
Just give me a lighting.
Okay, terrific. You can see that. That looks amazing. Robbie's going to show you on the back of the screen here. That's great. Now, you can see that it's lighter in here now. The lights have just come on inside the tunnel, so we were lucky to get here in time, that last 5 minutes, to be able to do these shots. But we can still shoot in here with these lights on. We just need to seek out the darkest part of the tunnel. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to move down here between these two lights. Well, I might need to reduce my shutter speed a little bit, but we can still do the same sort of thing. So Pazzy, we'll just move down there. Yeah, yeah, just there. That'll be great. Now, because we've got a lot of light in this tunnel now, I need to reduce my shutter speed down. I'm going to do a test shot first, and that's going to give me a good indication of how many seconds I can use. I'm going to drop down to F11. I'm going to use 2 seconds and just see how that looks without the torch. There we go. You can see that it's fairly dark, so it's going to allow me to add the torch beam, but I need to do it fairly quickly because I've only got 2 seconds to do it. Okay, here we go, Pazzy. We'll do it from this side this time. Turn my torch on, narrow it down. There we go. That's good. Now 2 seconds doesn't allow me much time to move around and get a different angle. So I'm going to get one of my beautiful assistants to come down here and push the button for me, push the shutter button. I shouldn't have said that. People will start to ask questions. Okay, back against the wall again, Pazzy. Need to hold really still. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we'll do one along the wall again. I won't do it there because you won't be able to see me. Yep, just looking straight down this way, Pazzy. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, that'll do us. We'll shift to another location and do some more complicated stuff. So this is our next location. We're going to shoot Pazzy over against this light pole. We're trying to get these shots done before the floodlights come on. I want to capture some colour in that background sky. So my base exposure for that background sky is 2 seconds. 2 seconds at F11, the same exposure we used before. So I'm just going to light Pazzy where she is. With that 2 seconds, I've already pre-focused, and I'll get Dan to push the shutter button for me. So Pazzy, I want you just to look out over this way for me. Yep. Really still. Okay, Dan, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Once again, I'm just going to light you from over this way, so I just want you to look over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's it. You might try again. I think I missed. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's great. Okay, so you can see the results there. We're using the background, as we do with flash, the same principles. Our background exposure is controlled by a camera. Our light on our model is controlled by the torch, okay? If I was using flash, the same principles apply. Okay, Pazzy, can you stand with your back against that? Yeah, that's it, good. Yep, nice and still. Okay, Dan, once again, please. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's good. Yep. Okay, I'm just going to move around the back a little bit more so I can give Pazzy some 3/4 backlighting. Same thing, Pazzy, where you are. Okay, Dan, 1, 2, 3. We'll do another one just in case. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fantastic. I might zoom in a little bit more, so if you can hold that light on, Pazzy, please. Where you were, just the same, yeah, that's it. No dancing, you've got to stay still. All right, that's great. Thank you. I've just zoomed in a little bit more just to fill the frame a little bit more with my model. Okay, Dan. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Hold that head nice and still, Pazzy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now turn your face over to here. Look at there. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pazzy's doing a great job. It's quite chilly down here, and she's got to hold pretty still, but she's doing a great job. Maybe lean with your back against the wall now. Yep. That's it, great. 1, 2, 3. Terrific, Pazzy. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we're just going to move Pazzy a few metres over against this timber wall. Thanks, Pazzy. Yep. Hold that on her, please. So we just moved across a little bit, shooting Pazzy against this timber wall. I want to include some of that afterglow of the sky in the shot. I just need to match that afterglow with the light from the torch. So we're on 3 seconds again, and we're down to F8, just because that sky is getting darker and darker as we go. Okay, that's great, Pazzy. Just look at the camera. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and once again, 1, 2, 3. Maybe drop that foot down a little bit so it's not right up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, nice and still looking at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now looking out to the telegraph pole, yeah, that's it. We're now going to put you over against this pillar with that stuff in the background. So we've moved another 5 metres across to this pillar. I'm going to shoot Pazzy with those street lights in the background so that we can balance that background exposure with the light from the torch. I'm going to do a number of different things. I might even use a wider torch beam because we can narrow it down to a small brush size, or we can widen it up to a wider one. First of all, I've got to get my background exposure. Just focus on your Pazzy. That's it. With this shot, we've got a dark area here because the pillar, the concrete pillar, is blocking the spotlights from coming in. So Pazzy's in a dark area, which allows us to use our torch to light her in any way that we want to. My camera exposure gives me my background, and my torch power decides the light on my model. Getting my words all mixed up. Ready? Here we go. Nice and still, Pazzy. Yeah, good work. So you can see the warm tones of the street lights in the background, contrast a little bit with the lights on Pazzy. I like that difference in colour. So we'll go searching and see if we can find some other places we can shoot. Turn to face this way if you can, just so it feels comfortable for you. Here we go, Pazzy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's good. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, just looking out that way for me. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fantastic. Now I'm going to get one of my assistants down on the sand, if you don't mind, and just do the same thing that I did. Just count 3. And get a little bit closer to her, Dan. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now we're going to do 2 torches at the one time. We're going to keep Dan down there, and I'm going to get Greg, or ask Greg, to do a little bit of light painting on the concrete up here, just to make that shot look a little bit different. And we're going to use a blue gel on this second light. Now I'd like to introduce you to the Marshall Gel Grid, okay? This is a very sophisticated piece of equipment. We've got 4 different coloured gels here, which we can use with our torch, depending on the colour of light that we want. We can use this on Pazzy, you can use it on me, we can change those colours around, depending on how we want the colours to look in our image, okay? You can order these online from me, they're $145 plus tax, but you can make one up yourself if you want to. We've got 6 seconds, okay? But I want you to light just the same, okay? Because we only need 3 seconds to light her, yeah? Okay, nice and still, Pazzy. No, just do the blue. You'll be right. It's not rocket science. Wonderful, Pazzy, just nice and still. Yeah, looking at the camera. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Get closer to the camera here. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. So you can see the Marshall Gel Grid does a great job. We're going to use it in a number of different situations. I haven't quite fixed on the best method to use this thing because I just made it half an hour ago, but we'll try it out and I'm sure we're going to get better at it. Okay, so we're going really well. So far, Pazzy's doing a great job. The major thing is that she needs to hold really still. And that's something that it's hard to get across to some people, to be able to hold really still. Pazzy seems to be able to do it fine. She's a dancer, so she's probably used to holding still. Well, maybe not, but still, she's doing a great job. I need to make sure that I get her eyes and her face nice and sharp. I'm not so worried about the rest of her, but so far it's going really well. I used to watch a show called The Texas Rangers when I was a kid, and all the Texas Rangers were walking down the middle of Dodge City and they'd all just peel off one at a time until there was one at the end. It was 20 years before Pazzy was born. I think I want to get some of that railing in the shot as well. So we'll shoot Pazzy where she is on the steps, yep. Okay? I'll have somebody lighting a little bit of blue around this area and somebody else lighting Pazzy from over that side. Not necessarily up top, but if you can get up there it would be better. That's it, maybe, sorry, move back a little bit, closer to the wall. Yeah, that's it, that's good. Just so we can see you all. Leaning on your elbow, yeah, so you're nice and still. I want it over here as well, but I want it lit from an angle. So I want to show the texture in the wall. So from further around, yeah, about there. We've got a new location here, a great location. We've got a lot of elements in this image that we can light up in different ways. So there are 2 ways we can do it. We could do it all into one image, because I've got a few people here that I can us to use those torches from different directions. We're going to try that to start with. And then we're going to do a composite. We're going to shoot a few different shots, lighting different elements of the scene, and then I'm going to blend it all together in Photoshop. So it's a little bit of a cheat way to do it, but sometimes you need to do that because you can't get it any other way. We use 10 seconds, okay? I'll just do a base exposure of 10 seconds to see what we've got. We're going to go down to F11. Okay, that's good. Now, can you light Pazzy for me so I can focus on her, please? Okay, that's great. Now a wider beam if you can, so I can see a bit more of this stuff around here. See what my framing is like. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so you just do narrow beam, about the same as what you've been doing, about 3 seconds or so. And you've got 10 seconds to do this. We don't need to light it heaps, just 2 seconds there, and maybe 2 seconds around here. Okay, we'll do a few and see how we go. Here we go, nice and still, Pazzy. So maybe just do that wall, but predominantly this side of the wall, okay? Because that side's not in the shot. Yeah, that's it. And get in closer, because the closer you are, the brighter that light's going to be. Okay. No, you're right. Hang on. All right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3. That's a bit better, yep. Now that image is looking good, but I think we need a little bit more light in there. So this is where our composite's going to come in handy. We're going to take a few different shots of Pazzy and then we're going to light various different elements of the scene and blend them all together later on. Okay, so we're going to do you first, Dan. We'll just do that shot of Pazzy, just lighting her, okay? And then we'll do some of the other stuff. All right, you ready? Pazzy, nice and still. 1, 2, 3. That's great. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Just nice and slow, yeah. That's it. That's good. Yep. That's lighting okay there. Now maybe go in this side. 1, 2, 3. We don't want any on Pazzy. Yeah, that's great. That's good. All right, now can you go up the stairs and light her from up the top? Well, actually, don't light her, just light the railing and the rocks. Okay, all done. Thank you. Thanks, Pazzy, that was great. We'll head off further around here. Can we get you standing there, Pazzy, please, in the middle? With your back leaning against the wall if you can. Yeah, just put your foot up there, yeah? With your hands against the wall. Yeah, that'll help you hold really still. Yeah, that's great. I'll just get in the middle here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, perfect. Relax, thank you. That looks awesome. You want to come and have a look at a few of these? Won't get you down on the bottom of the stairs, I think, but just, yeah, get down there because it'll be a bit out of the wind. So 10 seconds at 6.3 is probably going to be our best base exposure. We want to get a bit of detail in that surrounding area, and we just want to highlight Pazzy with the torch. Okay, now I just need to focus and frame the shot. So just hold the torch on Pazzy. What I want to do is light some of this textured wall as well, just to show that up. But I've got to be careful not to have the close area of the torch, if whatever's closest to the torch is going to be really bright. So I need to make sure that my frame doesn't start till up here, but I'm lighting from back here, just to keep that light a little bit even. All right, you okay to go, Pazzy?
Yeah.
All right, so up on your toes again if you can. Yeah, that's it, nice and still. All right, looking this way, Pazzy, just down this way. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want you looking over this way, Pazzy. Maybe look here, so you're not going to be dazzled by the torch.
Go slow, go slow, go slow. Go slow, go slow, go slow. I'm just living in the moment. I'm just living in the moment. Yeah.
The last shot, I'm going to use a very narrow torch beam so that it looks a little bit more defined. Okay, the last one, Pazzy. Nice and still. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So that's the end of the shoot. We had a great time, even though it's very cold. Pazzy put up with some pretty freezing winds, but she did a fantastic job. It's not easy to hold still like she did, and you can see the results that we got. They just look amazing. And all we used was a little torch like this. $14 for a little torch like this, and you can create some amazing images. I'll see you next time.